Hey, what's up YouTube? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another video. Today I have a very nice, insightful tutorial for you. One of the most basics, important things that you will use in your card tricks, false cuts, all right? So you have false shuffle, false cuts. Today we will learn false cuts. Stay tuned for the next video. I will show you false shuffles. And false cuts are very powerful. Why? As you can shuffle a deck, you can, or false shuffle a deck, then you can also add false cuts into that to deceive your spectator that you're being very fair moving on to your card trick, but you are always a step ahead of your spectator. You can also use these false shuffles as card controls and play around with them, all right? So very, very powerful, and you can use it as a trick by itself. So for the purpose of this video, we're going to use one card, all right? And it's going to be the Ace of Spades. I'm going to show you how you use some false cuts for the Ace of Spades, all right? So without further ado, let's move into the tutorial. So for the first false cut, I shall say, we're going to focus on 3 to 4 false cuts to teach you to keep the card control to the top right, which is the Ace of Spades. So Ace of Spades here, okay? And we're gonna do some nice false cuts. First one is gonna be like something like this. You do like this, cut the deck, but of course you're still ahead of your spectator with a false cut. All right, Ace of Spades is still on top. All right, so let's learn this one. Okay, so for this one, of course, place your Ace of Spades on top, or you can false shuffle, control your card to the top, whatever it is. Now you're gonna do the false cut that I did. What you're gonna do here is you're gonna cut the deck here, and so I'll help you follow along. So I'll turn the Ace of Spades face up so you can follow the packet that has the Ace of Spades, right? The top packet. So I'm gonna cut the deck like so with my index, okay? So this is the packet that contains the Ace of Spades. I'm gonna cut it like here. This comes here, and then when I come here, I'll come like this and I have a break. Okay, a pinky break here. All right, so if I lift off the break, I have the Ace of Spades, but everything is held from a break, okay? So this is step 1, I repeat fast. We're here, boom. And then what you're gonna do, you're gonna come with your thumb and grab that opening right here. And you're gonna just drop or take some cards here, okay, from under, leaving this much space, like so. And then you use your thumb and you kind of like twist this packet up and sideways, dropping the Ace of Spades to the top. All right, I repeat. So the way it's gonna look is something like this, and it looks very beautiful if you do it fast, right? Something like this, and the Ace of Spades is on top. One more time, come here, break, right? And when you hold the break with your pinky, leave that thumb opening here. So my thumb, the thumb break here, then take these cards, then push up and sideways, boom. Okay, so that's for the first one. Let's move on to the next false cut. The next false cut is a bit easier than this first one. Again, Ace of Spades is on top here, and all you're gonna do is some cuts here using the table, and the Ace of Spades is still on top. Let's learn. Okay guys, so for this one's very easy. Again, I'll leave it face up so you can follow along. All you have to do, again, you come here, you cut this packet, and then you come here with a break, a pinky break like this, okay? So I repeat, we're here, break, you can see the break here. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna lift a little bit of cards here, drop them on the table, and then lift everything from the break, boom, boom, and your card is controlled to the top. It looks very, very powerful. All right, so go 1, 2, 3, cuts, and there you go. Ace of Spades control to the top. Very, very powerful card trick, or deception of fairness, okay? Let's move to the next one. All right, so for this one, there's 2 versions you can do. One is, again, Ace of Spades will be on top, you control it. So one thing you can do is just cut the deck 1 cut, but the Ace of Spades is still on top. That's one way you can do it, or another day is a say stop. Let's say this say stop. I'll cut the deck again on the table, but the Ace of Spades is still on top. Let's learn them. All right, here we are for this one. Again, two versions to do it, so I'll leave the ace of spades face up so you can follow along. For the first one, what you're gonna do is, you do one cut on the table, right? And it's very powerful because this is the natural way to cut cards, but you need to control the ace of spades. So what you're gonna do is, I'll leave it face up so you can see. You're gonna basically do something called a slip force. So you slip the ace like this before you cut it on the table, but it's gonna look something like your pinky is gonna hold a break here. Sorry, your thumb is gonna hold some part here. So before you start, you're gonna hold some part here. So you can now, I'll leave the ace of spades here face up. So now what you're gonna do is, before you cut, you're gonna slip this. You see, I slipped it. And the way you slip it is that we're here. There's the slip force here. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna use these two fingers, the pinky and the ring finger, and you're gonna slip that like this, come here and drop this to control it. And with speed, it's gonna look very powerful, you know, still on top. Another way you can do it is say stop, or you don't need to say stop, you just tap this like this, boom. It looks very powerful. What it looks like you're doing is, I'll leave the ace of spades on the side. What it looks like you're doing, you're just cutting the deck with a tap like here. But instead of doing this and cutting on the ace of spades, what we need to do here is use this index and give the ace of spades to this packet. So it's still on top, and it also looks very powerful and easy to do. All right, stay tuned for the next one, where we will learn the only false cut you need to keep a card on the bottom. All right, guys, so there's a lot of false cuts that you can do to keep a card at the bottom of the deck, the ace of spades, but there's only one that I actually would use. Just one cut and the ace of spades is still on the bottom. Or you can also do many cuts, right? And the ace of spades is still on the bottom. This is the only one you will need. This is the one I use. It's very powerful. All right, so let's learn it. All right, again, so you control a card to the bottom, or you have it on the bottom. And all you gotta do is your pinky is gonna, you know, slip here some cards, all right? So you will have a break here. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna use your index again, okay? And you're gonna, like, if you wanna cut like one cut, basically you cut with your index this packet, this big packet. And then as you move this packet to this side, you're gonna move also this small one with your pinky here with it, all right? So it kind of goes like this to keep it at the bottom. I repeat, right here, I'll make you see it from this angle. Right here, we have a break, okay? You can see these cards. So, boom, I hold this. And as I move to this side, from here, from under, but from this side, from this angle, nothing's shown, but I'm gonna show it to you from the exposed angle. I kind of like slip these, the one that has the ace of spades with it, and cut this to control it. And the nice thing about it is you can also just do many cuts, like small cuts like this, where the ace of spades is still on the bottom, okay? So just a small pinky, slide this with the ace, and now from here you're good to go. It doesn't matter how many cards you place, the ace of spades will still be on the bottom. All right, stay tuned for the next one, in which the one I personally use to keep the card on top. It's a very powerful one. Let's go. Okay, everyone, so welcome to the last false cut. So in the previous one, we learned the one that I personally use to keep a card controlled using a false cut at the bottom. Now I'm going to show you the one that I personally use to keep it on the top. Aside from the other ones that I taught you, which I sometimes use, this is my favorite one and my most used one, all right? Again, you will start with your card to ace of spades on top, and we're going to do a couple of nice cuts, right? So here we go. Many cuts like this, very fair, but believe it or not, the ace of spades is still on top. Extremely convincing and powerful. Let's learn it. All right, welcome to the last one. So you made it here. Let's leave the ace of spades again face up so you can follow along. This is my favorite one, the one that I use. So you're gonna come here, all right? grab a big packet with your index, drop it here, come, and this is what's gonna happen. As you place this, you're gonna have a ring break, middle finger and ring break like this. And also a thumb, okay? So when you're here and I place the ace of spades, come in here, I come holding my pinky here, and then when I remove my pinky, I hold this break here, and also from the top is very important. One more time, we're here, my pinky keeps along this, boom. But from down, like this, nothing's shown. Now from here, you're gonna pick another one here, and then pick the last one like this, okay? So it looks nice once you practice the speed of it to control the ace of spades to the top. And it looks like you're doing many cuts. It's very powerful. It's gonna take some time to practice it, but as usual, the ace of spades will always be controlled to the top. Combine this with a full shuffle, you are a top magician. You're always in control. All right, guys, so these are my favorite false cuts. Hope you enjoyed the video. And if you want to purchase my course and learn one of the most advanced card tricks that are too good to be reviewed on YouTube, affordable, link below to learn crazy 8-con tricks and insane mentalism card tricks that you can use in private parties to perform. All right, so link in below. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Stay tuned for the next one, guys. Thanks for watching and peace out.